I think the other thing we could mention, we'll kind of have to skirt around the brand or whatever, is we're thinking about importing a motorcycle that is going to, at least on paper, from what we've seen, they're going to send us a bike before the Chinese New Year, which comes up January 29th. They're supposed to air freight it. We'll see if all this occurs.
Yeah.
They swear up and down that this is going to happen. So right now, I give it 50-50 chance, right?
Yeah.
If he sends us a tracking, I'm putting it up to 80% chance, because you never know. It gets the customs and something happens. Yeah. I don't know. We've never done this before. They want us to be the importer of this bike. We want to be the importer of the bike. That we seem to build a lot of trust with this. I'm guessing he's the owner of the company. And we'll see how it goes. But the specs are 2118, 140 wide rear tire, so real dirt bike.
Yep.
It's supposed to have 45 kilowatts of power. That's just crazy. I think it's kind of more geared towards motocross, so we'll see how it does in like the riding I do, like the Rock Gardens enduro type riding. But even motocross, man, people will buy that all day long.
Yeah, I think it would be about equivalent to like a 350 4-stroke peak power kind of thing, somewhere around there.
And I don't know, I would guess the price around $7,500.
Which is a great price point.
Which is
that's a pretty solid price point.
We'll sell them all day long if this is the case. So if everything's true, and you'll know when we get it, because I'll be doing a lot of videos about that, like delivery videos and unboxing and first ride. There'll be a lot of videos.
Yeah.
And we'll see, and it's going to be probably good and bad, and hopefully they seem to be open for name changing and stuff for the American market. I think he understood that when we talked to the guy that, okay, you don't think that name works? No, name, it's the typical terrible. Chinese, they pick a name and it doesn't make any sense for our market. It might work in their market in Chinese, but when they translate it, it just doesn't work.
Yeah, it doesn't come
so they're open for us to rebrand the whole thing. I think it becomes, if we can sell bikes, we can sell bikes.
Yep.
They don't care what the name is, right? It's just some stickers they can put on, and maybe, they can even keep some of the names that they came up with on little parts, and our name would be totally different. We still haven't worked out a name, but that's something we're working on. First, we want to get the bike.
Yep.
We even designed their website for them.
Yep.
So we are pretty serious about this on our end. So.
Yeah, that's exciting. I think that moves into our kind of plans to expand to warehouse and stuff like that. So
being an importer.
Yep, that's exciting because
and it doesn't mean that we still won't have the sales side of things. It's just a whole nother business aspect.
Yep.
It will be, okay, we have sales and we have warehousing, and maybe warehousing expands to other brands too. A lot of these brands could use more warehousing. We're in Colorado. We're in the middle of the country just about. We can ship to the West Coast, we can ship to the East Coast, North or South.
Yep.
And you get it around the same time. Actually, this is a great location. Riding, it's usually sunny most of the year, other than freak blizzards that come, and even then, it will warm back up and be sunny, be back in the 40s. We ride.
Yep.
So, I think this is an ideal location to have a warehousing business.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully we'll bring on some of the brands we work with and just facilitate their warehousing needs.
Yep. I think 2024's least favorite things that we had was gear in general. Like, I'm just going to say moto gear. And this is from the perspective of just, having stuff, I guess. But and it's nothing against any of the brands, which I won't mention. But just having tons and tons of jerseys, helmets, everything else. It doesn't move very quickly, and while we did sell a lot of helmets, I felt like
we did. We sold quite a bit because our wall was full twice.
Yep.
Because we did that second order.
So it's not that it doesn't necessarily sell; it's just that it is kind of slower to sell, and it is an absolute asinine amount of money you don't think about of how much inventory costs for that kind of stuff. So
because there's so many sizes.
Yeah.
So how many larges do you buy? How many smalls, mediums?
Extra larges.
Yeah, extra large, triple extra large. Yeah. Like, which ones do you buy? So I think we're down to 3 helmets left.
Yep.
And I don't know what we're gonna do. We might get some mountain bike downhill helmets for the E-Moto guys, and then we can still order helmets.
Yep.
So we can still order various brands.
It's one of those things that people want to try them on, and they want them to be there, and it's kind of like they want to get it when it's there, I suppose. But it's also one of those things that people can go online and get a cheaper price almost always than in store,
Yes.
right? So we trying to fight that as well as having the stock sitting there. It's always a frustration back and forth. So like we love the brands. In fact, like the helmets that we sell, I personally wear and I love them. So yeah, it's a matter of small business problems.
At some point, that will be, we get back into that. I think maybe we dove into that too soon as a business, concentrate more on the bikes where we're making our money, and then go back into having more gear. But we are unique versus other e-bike shops where we actually have access to good quality gear.
That's true.
So somebody comes in there like, I want a carbon fiber whatever helmet. Yeah, we can probably order that, you know?
Yeah, and then much to that too is a lot of our customer base is the smaller e-moto stuff. And none of them want to wear dirt bike helmets. It's really funny to me. Like they don't like their faces or something. But so the downhill mountain bike type helmets that are kind of the skeleton, full-faced helmet, I have one for my one wheel when I ride around, which I love it. I actually understand why, because they're super lightweight. Now, do I believe that they are the same protection as a real moto helmet? Absolutely not. They're too thin, and I've seen them crush and I've seen them break, but yeah, there are good quality ones.
It's better than nothing.
It is 100% better than nothing, and I agree with that. So that's why I think having some of those helmets, I think, will be good for our customers. Because, hey, man, like
for sure,
if you're gonna do this and do 50 miles an hour, you might want to put a brain bucket on, you know?
Yeah, no doubt. So when we're on the e-bikes, we wear our full face helmets. Well, our dirt bike helmets.
We've all crashed enough at this point in our lives that physics hurts, man. Like, it's. Once you get up there, things don't heal the same, and
plus I like putting the camera on the helmet too. So I don't know, it's a place to put it versus trying to mount it to the bars or wherever they're mounting it. I guess the ones you're seeing on YouTube tend to wear helmets because they're mounting a camera. So
that's
the most ideal spot. So hey, if you're gonna get a helmet and you're young and you want to do YouTube or whatever,
camera mount.
Yeah, it's a camera mount.
Yep.
And it's safety too. So, and the cops actually are going to respect you a little more because you got some gear on. So you might not supposed to be on the road, and that's a whole different topic that people get into.
I don't
care. If I don't care on the road, but it just becomes I can be there because it's legal. No, none of these are legal for the road. But if your jurisdictional kind of allows it, the cops are going to kind of be like, hey, cool, you're wearing gear at least, and probably turn a blind eye to you being out there.